Deaf Neighbors Helping Neighbors. What you can do during emergencies and natural disasters. Brought to you by Public Health Seattle and King County. Washington State is a wonderful place to live. Wherever you live in Washington, you are surrounded by natural beauty. Still, nature in Washington can be extreme. We've had our fair share of severe weather in this state. Heavy rain, strong wind, or snowstorms can cause power outages and dangerous conditions outside. For example, the ice storm in the winter of 2006 left many people around Puget Sound without power for a week or longer. Weather emergencies are not the only type of disaster that can happen in Washington. Do you remember the 2001 Nisqually earthquake? That earthquake lasted 45 seconds and caused $2 billion in damages. Around 400 people were injured, but no one died. Since the Nisqually earthquake, we have seen the devastating effects strong earthquakes can have in places like Japan, Haiti, and Nepal. Scientists say that our region is overdue for a strong earthquake that could cause serious damage and major disruption of public services. Many of us now realize we need to be more prepared for emergencies and natural disasters. But what can we do? It all seems so overwhelming. One key way to start is to put together an emergency kit for yourself and your family. You can view a video about putting together an emergency kit or read more online at the website listed below. You may think you are done preparing once you have an emergency kit, but there is more that you can do for yourself and your community. One of the best resources your community has during an emergency is you. In a catastrophic disaster, everyone plays a critical role in helping others. Everyday people are the true first responders during a disaster because they are able to help before rescue workers can get there. Rescue workers will do their best, but in a large-scale emergency, it will take time. There may be blocked roads and outages for electricity, water, and telephone services. Although it may take emergency crews a long time to reach your area, you are not alone. Your neighbors need you. Together, your resources and skills will help your community get through the crisis. It does not take advanced training to make a difference. For example, if you have an elderly neighbor, you can check to make sure that person is okay. Another way you can help happens when the power goes out. During power outages in the winter, many people lose heat in their homes. If you have a working fireplace or wood stove, you can invite your neighbors to come over to warm up. In big disasters, you and your neighbors might have to evacuate. If you have a working vehicle, you can help your neighbors get out of the area safely. We have suggested just a few examples of ways your resources and skills are crucial in helping your community get through an emergency. And you'll also be able to get through it better if you have already connected with your neighbors. Based on what's happened in real-world disasters, we know that your relationships with your neighbors can make all the difference in how well your community recovers. But it is not always easy to build these relationships. It is not unusual for our friends and families to spread out all over the city, state, or country. Often, we don't even know our neighbors' names. As a deaf person, it may be even harder to connect with our hearing neighbors. We may be afraid of making mistakes or looking foolish as we try to communicate. Our hearing neighbors have the same fears. There will probably be some awkward moments or misunderstandings as you and your neighbors navigate new relationships. This is okay. It's part of the development of any new connection. With patience and compassion for both yourself and your neighbors, you can find a way to communicate that works for you both. One great way to start meeting your neighbors is to participate in a local block party. Even a wave and a smile when you see each other can be a first step. Once you begin to form relationships with your neighbors, you strengthen your own resilience to disasters and raise the resilience of your whole community.